Welcome back to Sports Edition. Kenny McReynolds along with Paul Banks. The book, No, I Can't Get You Free Tickets. I still love this title. And I'm probably going to be saying it for a half hour, how much I love this title. Hey, we were talking in between segments about the PR directors. You were saying the last segment, maybe they'll let more athletes talk about political things. Maybe they won't. But the game has really changed. The PR directors now, pro sports teams, they really have a handle on what goes out, what's available, when athletes are available. Let's take years ago. Andre Dawson is my best friend. Why? Because when he was with the Cubs, he was sitting at his locker and I was able to walk up to him every day and form a relationship. That's hard to do today.
It really is, because there's always barriers about what you can talk to and when. Like as you said, the PR people really control the message. And then on top of that, a lot of these guys are always thinking brand first. So they want to stay vanilla, they want to stay corporate, they want to stay, within a certain box. And I do have a chapter of just the cliches that you hear repeated and stated over and over again. And then I also have another chapter about some of the questions that get asked, because I think the flip side of that is, as PR departments have grown stronger and media is shrinking and layoffs, a lot of those reporters then go to work for the teams. So now teams have their own websites, their own cameras, their own people. And I'm just going to say it. If you work for a team and you write about them, you're not a reporter, because you can't report on your own boss.
Right, exactly. You're working for the team. And everything is going to be glory, glory, glory. Do you think too many of our athletes spend too much time on Instagram?
I think maybe they have some social media managers doing that. And, I had, when I interviewed Anthony Rizzo, it didn't go so well, and that's articulated in the book. And I think I did ask him about Instagram, and I asked him about a tweet that he did. And I don't know if maybe his social media manager did that, or maybe he kind of did it and he's just like, why is this news? I think that's a big problem today, because it's not just that, they're on Instagram too much. It's because, like you said, you don't have the chance to build a relationship. You don't have the chance to really have that access. So when they go out on Instagram and they act like themselves, then we take that, and it's a pretty lazy, easy way to do a story too. You just embed some source code and then you write about it. And I think it kind of throws a lot of the athletes off. They're like, why is this a story?
I think, and see, knowing Anthony Rizzo, you said in the book it didn't go over too well. He's a very intelligent, articulate guy. So it wouldn't surprise me if someone else went on Instagram, his manager, and did this, and he had no idea what you're talking about.
Right. It was a tweet in which it was about how, he commonly leads the league in hit by pitches. And he tweeted to Britney Spears, "Hit me one more time." And it had like a graphic showing where he'd been hit. And, I just asked him a very simple question, if she responded or the reaction over that. And then he posted an Instagram with Bryant when they were jaywalking and played some gangster rap over it. It was just pretty funny. And he just wasn't in the mood to talk about it.
Right.
Because this was at a Nike event, working out, and we already gone through it. I mean, how many times can you talk about working out and stuff?
Right.
You want to have some more color, and sometimes you ask the lighthearted stuff and people play along, and sometimes they just don't want to.
Well, one thing about athletes, they also have to realize, you cannot invite me to your Nike event while I'm working out, when I'm trying to sell Nike products, and then get mad if I ask you a question. Then don't invite me to the event.
Yeah, exactly. That seems to be kind of like the price of access today, is that you have to go to these corporate events. I had another one with Akeem Hicks of the Bears. That just happened to be the day after Trump sounded off on the players who were kneeling. So he's the team captain of the Bears. He's going to talk about that. He's not going to talk about these flatbed trucks.
Right.
So I got a nasty email from the publicist, from the truck company, but I'm like, I get it. I know you brought us here to have, the athletes in front of the corporate logo, and we put pictures of that out and we talk about it, but that's not what they're not here to read a car commercial.
No, especially when Hicks is the captain of the Bears, and Kaepernick is the biggest story. And you talk about that here in your book, too, about Kaepernick. Hey, let's take a break. I want to come back, talk about my favorite part of the book, the Bobby Knight story.
Yes.
All right. Hey, no, I can't get you free tickets. Go buy this book. My man Paul, great job. Take a break. Back in a minute.